What I've asked at least the students to do is to talk a little bit about a few particular things that give you a diversified sampling of what the Sewanee experience is like, and from different perspectives. So we have a sophomore, junior, and a senior here, and so we'll just kind of go down the road. But we'll start at the bookends, our faculty members, and Rob is adamantly pointing to his good friend Deb at the other end, who's always graceful and generous and willing to go first. So we'll start with.
Well, what can I say? I do want to welcome all of you, and I was talking to my husband Ken Smith, who's also a professor here, and he said the most regrettable thing about your visit is that you weren't here a couple days earlier, so you all could come to speak to our classes. So I know all of you have experiences that our students really would like to hear about and would find highly motivating and inspirational. So the next time, come earlier and come speak to our classes about what you've been doing, because that is truly something that motivates the students we now have. I know that without a doubt. So, well, I'm just going to tell you, I'm a scientist, but I'm a very applied scientist. I'm currently in the biology department, and I started out with forest ecology and biogeochemistry, but I've always used scientific tools to address human resource and environmental problems, because I spent 7 years of my life working in developing countries, and I know that our health, human health, is just really dependent upon environmental health and vice versa. And so I spent several years just teaching biology courses and ecology courses, which I really love because I'm kind of nerdy. I like to know how things work, and I really enjoy science. But there was something missing for me about the person I was and how I viewed the world. And so several years ago, in a conversation with Dixon Myers, whom many of you may know as the outreach director, we talked about taking a class to developing country to actually have them understand in a more personal and profound manner how environmental health and human health are intertwined, and how the lack of either is really perpetuates poverty. All subjects that have always been very important to me since my old Peace Corps days. So this course that I teach, it's an environmental public health course called Human Health and the Environment. We look at environmental problems, but mostly we try to tie them into human health and really try to tie it into community engagement and knowing our local community. And also now we're taking students to Haiti. How we're taking students to Haiti has changed over the time. The first group of students had to go to Haiti over spring break. It was an excellent trip. And I might mention that I'm doing this in collaboration with Pradeep Malde. You probably all know him. He has a documentary photo class that goes with us as well. And my goal at first was really to try to introduce these students in a very real manner to what we were talking about in class. But it's a very fine line between voyeurism, and it's hard to get much done for a week or 10 days. So the students may get a lot, but of course I always felt like, wow, what about the Haitians? So we have now been refining this endeavor for what we call the Sewanee Haiti Institute, where students will now go down and do summer research. We have a very strong relationship with Zame La Sante, which is in Conge, Haiti. I don't know if any of you have read the book Mountains Beyond Mountains, but this is the hospital that Father La Fontant and Paul Farmer started back. And so we go there every year, and we have a very strong relationship with the Zame Agricole, which is a wonderful project started in response to Zame La Sante, which is this amazing hospital in a very, very poor part of Haiti. Zame Agricole tries to address malnutrition of children by helping their parents produce more food. And also, they have realized that in order to help their parents produce more food, they have to really look at the issue of environmental degradation. So next spring, I will take a small group of Sewanee students who have gone through my human health class, and we'll conduct a research project that will both be long-term in nature, so that I can plug students in it every summer, but also have returns that benefit the people in Haiti. And so I think it's a win-win situation. I'll say that this course has been pretty successful. One thing that I thought was lacking in the biology department is we had ecologists and we had pre-med majors, but there was really very little interest among the biology pre-med students for environmental issues. And so what I wanted to do was tie environment and health and medicine together. And so happily, a lot of the students that are pursuing pre-med are also pursuing public health and environmental public health. I've had a big crop 2 years in a row now. At least I've written a lot of recommendations, that's for sure. So this is just an example, and I have to say I'm so thankful for my institution and the students. This institution gives me so much freedom, and all of us so much freedom to really be creative and pursue our passions. And I think you'll all agree that if we're pursuing our passion, it makes us better professors. And then I'm thankful for the students because they are tremendous students that we get here, like all of you know. They do wonderful things when they leave and they stay in touch with us. And all of it combined is such a gratifying experience, and I'm so happy you're here.